And back to the tutorial for computer networks. This is a tutorial definitely helpful for who are preparing for the exams like GATE, UGC network, UGC net and so on. Today we are going to consider the topic of TCP, TCP part number 2. The previous session I explained about what is the overall function of TCP and why is so much important compared to UDP and so on. Let's consider the TCP header. So in the previous session I explained about what is source port address, destination port and sequence number, remaining is now. And when please kindly check the video sequence when you have doubt for and continuation of the classes. Let's go for now. So next field is what HLN. So header length, it always specify the length of the header indicated by the 4-byte bytes in the header. So size is maximum 50 into 4 60. That's what saying that between the size between lies between 16 byte 60 and 20 and 60 bytes only. Moreover, the value of the field lie between the 5 and 15 only. Next field is called urgent pointer. It always represents urgent pointer. If it's set, the data is processed urgently, otherwise not. Then acknowledgement. If the acknowledgement set to 0 means what? Then it means that the packet does not contain any acknowledgement. Let's see. If packet acknowledgement is 1, that is what 1000 sending. The 1001 1050 is that means 1051 is the acknowledgement will come. So if at all 0 no issue, if at all 1 means the data packet consists data and having acknowledgement. Push. This is a field where the field is set, then it requires the receiving device to push the data to the receiving application without buffering it. Let's say example of chatting. If we say hi, how are you can send one by one. You can say one by one or bulk of data. So when I want to send the bulk of data, instead of sending, let's say example of sending the data 10 o'clock, the receiver can receive at 10:05 like that. It's not receive more than 11 o'clock and so on. So when I want to send either data set step by step or when I send the bulk of data, no need to wait pushing to send the data at a time. So whenever 10 o'clock sending 10:02 or 10:03 or 10:05, the receiver can receive the data. So that time we need support of push field. Next is the RST. If it's set, then it requires to restart a connection. So this will discuss in the upcoming session later. And synchronization field, it is used to establish a connection between the host. So when I want to establish a connection between, already told we are following the three-way handshake protocol in the TCP. So when I want to initialization and make connection, restart the connection, we need to support a synchronization field. Then fin field, it is used to release a connection and no further data exchange will happen here. And next is window size. Here window size means what? It's a 16-bit field. It contains the size of the data that the receiver can accept always. This field is used for flow control between the sender and receiver. This is, we can say, the size of the window and the data. It will come with the advertisement. Window size come with the advertisement. Let's say example, if the A is there, if network A sending the data of 1000, sender is A, receiver is B. If sending 10,000 data, let's say example 10,000 data, B can accept and again B can reply and send 20,000. That is maximum capacity. So what are the capacity amount data amount of data they can send? That's it's a size. So the A sending 10,000, B can send 20,000 also. So what are the maximum? More than come means A can't accept it. That is a window size field. Then checksum. This is a field where as option in UDP here. This field is mandatory and always come and work with the error control mechanism. Then urgent pointer is a pointer points the urgent data byte if the urgent flag is set to 1. It defines a value that it will be added to the sequence number to get the sequence number of the last urgent byte. So urgent byte based on the situation, if you want you can use it, otherwise no need. So send a data very urgent means. Then last option, this MSS field where it provides additional option also. Here is represented by in 32 bits. If the field is contains a data less than 32 bit, what happens? The padding is required to update the remaining bits. So option is the one where I want some additional data. Additional data I can send with the help of options field, otherwise not. So these are overall very important point about the TCP header. Look at the diagram. So what are the header here? We are almost covered here. TCP options padding. Remaining we discuss in the next class. If you have any queries or questions, please kindly comment the following social media. Thank you for watching. Please thank you.